2024 has been dominated by two blockchains, and rather than the usual Bitcoin Ethereum competition, this time around it's Bitcoin and Solana on top. Bitcoin, of course, in a category all of its own. But what about Solana? Can it now, by certain metrics, actually flip our old boy Ethereum? Or are there some areas where it's already flipped Ethereum? Spoiler alert, okay, that's gonna get interesting. And if so, what happens next? Well, today we're going to look at the competition between OG Ethereum and new kid on the block Solana and ask which one will, in the long term, become the dominant smart contract blockchain. And let's start off with an important point. Which of these blockchains is more future-proof? Well, this question was the big subject of a debate at Breakpoint 2024, which is a Solana conference that happened in Singapore back in September. I was there, it was a cool time. Anyway, the argument put forward for Ethereum by Avichal Garg of Electric Capital was that it's more resilient because one, it's more battle tested. Two, it has a large number of varied applications. And three, it has a large number of varied users. And on the flip side, the case for Solana from Santiago Roel Santos of the SRS family office, he mentioned Solana's lack of fragmentation compared to Ethereum. I mean, just really think of all the different Ethereum layer 2s and needing to bridge back and forth between them like a nerd. There's so much confusion out there for users. Where should I be? Should I be on Base? Should I be on Linear? Should I be on zk Sync? Should I be on the Ethereum main chain? Don't go on the Ethereum main chain. It's too expensive. The user experience, of course, is key with growth in consumer applications and demand for block space, which all means, as Santiago puts it, the more future-proof chain is the one that will be able to attract users and deliver the best consumer experience to transact financial assets. Which one of those is it, Solana or Ethereum, huh? Think about that. But let's look in more detail at why Ethereum should not be counted out and why Ethereum can still make a major comeback. But before we go down that rabbit hole, just a quick shout out to BitUnix. This is the best exchange for you to be able to trade futures and spot altcoins with no KYC. Yeah, you heard that right. You can maintain your privacy and trade with no KYC. And here is an insane deal from the BitUnix team for you. Right now, you can get up to $200 in deposit bonuses. So deposit $2K, get $200, deposit $1K, get $100, $550. And you can also get up to 6 Solana in trading bonuses. So the more you trade, the more free Solana you're gonna get back. Just use the link down below in the description, make your first deposit, and start trading to claim your free $200 and your 6 Solana. That is a limited time offer, so act now, especially if you're looking to try out a new exchange that doesn't have any KYC so you can trade with privacy. So, Ethereum, the comeback kid. First of all, let's acknowledge some hard facts. Compared to Bitcoin, the Ethereum price has been super lackluster this year. We've been dogging on it a lot, and it's my second biggest holding, by the way. ETH BTC ratio is at its lowest rate since April 2021, or as Nate Alex presented it on Twitter, when Bitcoin was at $97,000. If you were told 1 year ago that 1 Bitcoin and 1 ETH combined would cost $100,000, would you have guessed that ETH was only $3,000 of that number? But this might not be as bad as it first sounds. See, in past cycles, Ethereum has always trailed Bitcoin's price moves. Bitcoin goes first, okay? BTC bursts into life price-wise, and after Bitcoin has led the way first into price discovery, Ethereum followed along. And we're already seeing positive signs from the spot Ethereum ETFs, which had a painfully underwhelming start, shocking me personally, I think a lot of the rest of the market. But after Trump got elected, we saw improved flows that are actually now net positive for Ethereum ETFs. Then there are, of course, the network effects. Ethereum has been the #2 blockchain, by the way, since 2015. Kind of a piece of furniture around here. There are stats where Ethereum clearly comes out on top here as well. It's easy to cherry pick just those good Solana stats and say, look how great Solana is doing versus Ethereum. And there are a lot of great ones. We're going to cover some of those. But the total value locked for Ethereum is $75.8 billion versus $10.4 billion on Solana. There are 3,714 protocols on ETH and 181 on Solana. Stablecoin market cap is $97 billion on Ethereum, $4.5 billion on Solana. Ethereum real-world asset value comes almost $3 billion compared to $134 million on Solana. Ethereum also has more developers, 2,788 compared to 664 on Solana. That's from data from July this year. And speaking of real-world assets, Ethereum is being used by huge companies. I'm talking most notably about companies like, well, Fricking BlackRock, man, which utilized Ethereum as the chain of choice to launch its BITL RWA fund. Now, BITL has since expanded across 5 more blockchains, but 3 of those, Arbitrum, Optimism, and Polygon, they're all part of the Ethereum ecosystem. And Ethereum is also the go-to place to start from. Okay, BlackRock doesn't care that it costs $20 to do a transaction. They have 11 trillion in assets or whatever. And finally, there's what some people are calling ETH 3.0, which actually refers to the proposed new Beam chain. Now, this is an idea to replace the Beacon chain, that's the current Ethereum consensus layer, with touted benefits, including lowering barriers to becoming a validator. So to be able to, instead of having to stake 32 Ethereum, you can just stake 1 Ethereum, which is going to allow a lot more people to enter into Ethereum staking directly, and enhancing security, scalability, transaction speeds, all that kind of stuff that Ethereum needed to do a few years ago, still a few years out, but it's coming, okay? Also keep in mind that Solana Labs co-founder Anatoly Yakovenko has stated that Ethereum is going to be fine. It's not always this cutthroat competition. Everyone's gonna have their own success, okay? And he said actually it's Solana that's under pressure to execute quickly, which is a good point. Solana is the challenger, okay? So let's move on to the other side of the argument and talk about why Solana can actually take Ethereum's crown and take first place of all smart contract blockchains. First of all, Solana's fundamentals are looking very nice and outdoing Ethereum by some big measures in some very important areas. Real economic value and app revenue are both at all-time highs on Solana right now and beat Ethereum. Solana has the highest decentralized exchange volume by chain, and also compared to Ethereum, a higher number of monthly traders and tokens created. In fact, Solana many times has more DEX volume than Ethereum and most of its layer 2s combined. And then there's that point about developer numbers. Sure, Ethereum currently has more developers, but Ethereum uses the Solidity programming language, while Solana uses Rust. And there are a lot more Rust developers out there in the world than there are Solidity developers. Okay, around 3.5 million Rust developers compared to around 200,000 Solidity developers, just, point of reference. So if we're thinking about the ease of transition for developers moving across to work in the blockchain world, well, Solana arguably has a big future advantage because of its choice of coding language. And about that Ethereum Beam chain proposal, well, the floated estimated time of arrival on these potential upgrades is 2029. Ethereum, guys, come on. That's ridiculous. That's a long way out. It really is. It's a whole nother cycle, basically. And you can get the impression that Ethereum is becoming a network of patches and add-ons, a layer 2 here, some proposal here, or whatever. Well, Solana just kind of works. It's got everything you need. Low fees, best casino in town, all that kind of stuff. Either way, it is Solana that's pulling the attention this cycle. And with the Phantom wallet climbing the iPhone app rankings to reach the top spot for utilities downloaded in the USA, crazy, man. Obviously, that's all driven by meme coin insanity. Now, the number 1 meme coin, Doge, it's actually its own blockchain. But number 2 and 3 memes in the world, Shiba Inu and Pepe, they're actually on the Ethereum main chain. But a huge number of the new memes that are launching are on Solana, Dog with Hat, Popcat, Bonk, stuff like that, as is the Pump.Fun launchpad. And most of the shiny new tickers grabbing crypto headlines, coins like Peanut, Goat, Mudeng, they're all Solana based. Now, for sure, you could argue that memes are just a flash in the pan, and most of them are indeed that. But right now, memes, they are what people want. You can argue about whether they're good or not. It's what people want, okay? And they're what people are throwing their cash at. Also, there's an intersection between AI and memes unfolding right now through coins like Goat and Cerebro launching on Solana. Okay, there's a lot of angles to explore there. And yeah, I know we have a whole bunch of generative AI agents and stuff coming over to Base as well, which is Ethereum layer 2, but Solana is the home for this stuff again. So Ethereum is the larger chain. It wins by many metrics, while Solana, on the other hand, is topped by a lot of other metrics and has the momentum right now where Ethereum is kind of in this funky, like, what's going on zone. The reality is no one knows how this will all play out in the long term, and crypto can always throw us some crazy twists along the way, so strap in for all eventualities. But right now, Solana is, without a doubt, on the rise while Ethereum is finding its way forward in this ever-changing blockchain world. Let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching.